don't know what the hell the song is. Hey, everyone. I don't know. I'll be the
Welcome
first to
Curtis's Meds and Hallucinations.
That's right, son.
Welcome to the Idiots of the Round Table. With me is Old Man Meds. And I was co-host, Mr. Malorian. Should we restart?
No, keep going. That's fine.
Go ahead. I have ruined this enough. I'll let you kick it off properly.
Go ahead.
So this is our spoiler now edition. So spoiler of Thor Ragnarok. So if you haven't seen it, go maybe check out our non-spoiler. Go watch the movie. You know, we gave it pretty good ratings. And now we're actually going to break into it and spoil it.
You got to tell people to subscribe to this channel.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and we will send you $5 in the mail. Not a guarantee.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. We guarantee to send you $5 in the mail. Not a guarantee. It's like, wait, what? All right.
We promise to consider. So let's start off by thanking our sponsors before they just kick us out, because what is this mess? We want to thank Ollie's Pizza out here in Fort Saskatchewan. Amazing place to go. Every single week I look forward to having that pizza there. You know, even though I don't live in Fort Saskatchewan, whenever it's pizza day for the family, it's we should go to Fort Saskatchewan because Ollie's Pizza is worth the drive. So if you're anywhere in Edmonton, go check it out. Get the meat lovers. Fantastic. They got lots of different flavors.
It's incredible.
And yeah, it is incredible.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. And talking about incredible, what about an incredible place to go have a beer and watch the Edmonton Oilers lose? Yeah. That would be the Canadian Brew House.
I'm sure they'll turn it around eventually.
No, they won't.
We had our one glimmer of hope, and now we're back.
Yeah, the first game, it's one down, 81 to go. It's where's that guy now on social media? You know where he is? He's hiding because he was an idiot. Just like every other team that thinks they're going to win the cup. He's hey, we're going to win the cup. It's let's come down to reality. You've got a chance to win the cup, but you're not the favorite. Yeah, but Connor McDavid, he's not the greatest. Sid the Kid made him look like a complete... So it's kind of yeah, he might be good in a few years, but they also said that about a few guys. He's not a franchise player. He can't take them to the cup on their own. This is what we need to record sometime. Just you and I. I'm a Habs fan. I know my season's over. It's over before we even
I'm a Doritos fan. I'm not really a sports fan. So
yeah.
Let's go one-time fight.
Yeah. We're chicken wing fans. It shows up at the table. We won!
Hey!
That's it. But, all right. Let's get to... Oh, no. We're still talking about the Canadian Brew.
We're still finish that one. So, yeah, if you like seeing, there's got screens everywhere. They got beers. They got your burgers. Just a great place to go hang out. And whatever sport you like, if you just like beer or wings or whatever, great place to go, Canadian Brew House.
Absolutely. Go down there. Tell them we sent you. It usually gets you $5 off your first round.
What are you doing? All these promises.
I said it usually.
That's even false.
Just go tell them that you know us. They might give you...
Something might happen.
Yes, the water may be free.
They might not spit in.
Don't say that.
All right. We'll probably do the best service if we stop talking about them and talk about
just go there and have something to eat and drink. That's all.
All right, Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Spoilers. What did you like about this movie?
It's good to see Thor and Hulk teamed up. They've got a Valkyrie that comes in. The last Valkyrie, I'm assuming. The last one. Loki's a dick, but he still has a heart. So I think that's where he may change things. You saw the true meaning of Asgard. It wasn't the paintings of everybody with halos. It was you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Germans in 1940, and then it's 1980, and it's we didn't do that. We were welcomed, and it was all good and harmonious, and and it's you got a checkered history. No, Well, that's all lies. Like, we've papered over that. It's like, no. But that's what it seems to me. Like, this horrible, like, basically, he led through a reign of terror with his daughter, Hela, which we find out it just is insane. And he took over all these worlds and then led them peacefully. Yeah, that's usually what a dictator does. They destroy everything and then you capitulate to their demands and then you live peacefully under their iron thumb or they're going to burn your family.
Well, sometime in the future we'll have our political podcast. But yeah, it was really interesting. I mean, just that part where they kind of got into that deeper history where, smash, look, this is what actually is up here. Smash, look at all the buried bodies underneath. Hey, you know this treasure trove of things you think are awesome? They're all fake. You know, so this whole thing, we're like, okay, by now I've seen a few movies. I know what Asgard's all about. To kind of have it say, like, actually, no, this is all completely false. It's kind of like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, well, they've got Thanos' glove there, so who knows if he does even have the real one. It could be fake, it could be real, but why would they have a fake Thanos glove? Why? Hidden that nobody sees.
That didn't make any sense to me either.
Yeah, and they've got the Tesseract there, which...
Well, no, they did take that away, so that should be there.
Yeah. Okay, so then if that's the case, and now Thor has ripped off the guy's face and put it there too, I'm thinking that gauntlet is there. But now...
But when... See, okay, so I don't know all of that. I'm pretty good with the old comics, but I don't know everything, so maybe I'm missing it. But to me, before Thanos, the gems weren't all ever put together. So they shouldn't ever have this glove, because that shouldn't happen yet. So that seems completely out of timeline.
Okay, so maybe it's fake then. It could be fake, but...
It's like not even a fake, because it shouldn't even exist, right? It's one of those things where if they went back and it was like, hey, this here's a cell phone. Yeah, but you're cavemen. Like this, I don't care if it's a fake or real. It just doesn't even belong here at this timeline. So
he's getting all.
Well, we'll get more of that later.
Real.
So, one of the things I didn't want to say during our non-spoiler that I'll say now is we did kind of get a little bit of a Martha moment, didn't we? But we're family? Yeah.
Again, why doesn't the bad guy win? When's the last time you've watched a movie where the bad guys won? Decisively.
Oh, what was the one we watched? Because you were so happy because the bad guys won. I can't even remember anymore.
Yeah, like...
But it's rare.
It's that few and far between. You will never see Disney where, like, the bad guy wins. Never. It will never happen. Well, sorry. I guess it's going to happen in the next adventure movie. Avengers. Come on, it's a two-parter. We all know what's going to happen. They all die off in the first movie. All of a sudden, Goddess of Death is there, and he wants to prove he's all big and powerful. So he brings him back to life and nerfs his power and then gets his ass kicked.
We'll see.
Come on. Like, we all know what's happening. And if you don't, well, guess what? You've been schooled, and enjoy the ride that's coming. Because if they do it right, it's going to be frightening to see Iron Man and Hulk. Hulk gets the shit kicked out of him.
We'll see. All right, I'm trying to focus this back in.
All right.
So talking about the good, Kate Blanchett and Hela does amazing. I love her. The CGI going on, everything she says, I love it all. But we talked about a bit in our non-spoiler that power scale is awful. So she fights an army of Valkyries. It's just like, you're all dead. And
she's not at Asgard.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be her, like...
And again, maybe it's a thing where, like, she was super powerful there, and when she came back, like, it's rising, and she's not that power. Sure, you can make those excuses. But, like, when she just comes up, and it's like, oh, you know all these old friends from the last movie we had? They're supposed to be, like, epic legendary fighters. You're dead. You're dead. So, like, that's how easy it should be. Or, like, when he wants to kill the executioner from across the Rainbow Road, you're dead. But when it comes to fighting then Thor and the Valkyrie... then all of a sudden it's like, nothing. I just can't really...
I've run out of daggers. When realistically, it should have been like just non-stop until it just hit into everything. And then you walk over, put one in the head, blackjack hands, you're done. Like, the dog bit Hulk. and tore into his skin. For impenetrable skin, the dog took a chunk with him.
Well, I was trying to remember that. So let's just stop on that for a second. Remember like the old Hulk where it's like Ed Norton or whatever? I think he was the one at that time. But he had to fight like the 3 dog people. No, that's before Ed Norton. Who was that other guy?
Yeah,
Anyway, he was fighting like the 3 dogs. But I thought like at that point like they were actually biting into his skin. So I thought like, at first I thought that was like...
But yet, machine gun bullets that are faster with more impact do nothing. But a dog biting him, is it like the pressure and the point tip? Like you want to get all friggin' scientific?
This isn't really just your regular dog, though, right? Like we're not talking about Snuckles, the little Chihuahua.
Dee. I think Dee would lure him in with the beautifulness, and then grab the jugular, and that would be it. Yeah,
just gotta bite those big green balls, and then you're. It's a little bit weird him coming out of the hot tub, eh?
It would have been funny if he would have kind of mentioned like, oh my, like he comes out and he's like, oh my God, or something like that, where you're just like, and then I can't unsee that. Like,
I thought they were going to actually show more. You know, I was kind of like, okay, they're doing this joke, and I thought they're going to show like a big green ass, or I thought it'd be a thing where like he like turns to talk to Thor and like knocks over a vase or something. Like, I know what's going on. But so it was like just kind of like a weird thing that they kind of made that happen and then didn't really do with it. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess he's naked. But what did you think? Well, we talked about before too far with the fight against Hela, with Thor losing his eye. What did you think about that?
They just want him to be the king, and I guess all kings have to lose their right eye at some point. So
well, I was trying to remember, and so in the actual comics where he loses the hammer not because it's destroyed, because he's not worthy anymore, and he's kind of doing his own path. I believe he loses his eye there too, so I think that was a thing. But the problem is that already from the last Thor, they did the whole thing where like, oh, you get your hand cut off, and it was all this a joke. So watching this, I didn't know if this was supposed to be another trick, and then it happened so just kind of like, there you are, let's move along, that it didn't really have the impact that this should probably have. Once you saw that this was supposed to be something to stay. Like, it should be something that was like a big epic speech from Hela, like, you know, you never did have a vision for the future, and then you see one of her, like, little things from Hela, like, pluck out the eye or something, so it's more dramatic. But this is like, no, they're fighting the whole time, and this apparently one random blow then takes out his eye. And so it's just like, really? We're sticking with this? It's still gone. And the thing is, like, it's not really even a cut. It almost looks like it was, like, burnt away, the way that they did the makeup.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really a fan of the way that they did that.
No, I don't get it. So he's a one-eyed Raiden now, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's just,
Do you feel he's too powerful now?
He was always had that power, he just never loosed it. And it's like, yeah, electricity... Like, you look at Raiden, he's been around forever, and that guy just defeated Shang Tsung. So, like, I'm thinking, out of all the Avengers, he's kind of on the weaker level.
We're talking about Thor here being the weak one?
Yeah. Well, he didn't beat Hulk. Okay? So
he was going to, and then the little thing happened.
Okay, he didn't beat Iron Man. A guy in a suit. Which he could have with the electricity. Maybe now it's different. He can do the electric touch of death. He did. It was kind of a draw. Whatever. So he didn't, and he can't beat the captain. When did he do it? I'm trying to think back on when he did it. There were lots of fights that he came up short. Now, was his powers nerfed? He didn't understand his full power?
I would say that they kind of nerfed to make things equal.
Okay.
You know, like...
You know, he's not the Wonder Woman of Marvel, where it's like, oh, I'm a lady and I'm going to take no damage. Ever.
Let's talk about this. Did you see a lot of similarities between this and the Wonder Woman movie? Because remember the end there where it's kind of like, you are a god, and I'm going to be like controlling things, being lightning. It was almost the same thing. Like, this is who you really are, Thor. And all of a sudden, you're like controlling lightning and stuff. Like, it seemed like there was actually a lot of similarities between this and the Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah. Besides the fact that this was better than the Wonder Woman movie. You know, I'm going to run out an entrenched army, and they're going to shoot at me, and hit nothing.
Well, then he takes on, if that's your argument, he's then taking on whole armies by himself.
Yeah, of undead soldiers with swords. Okay. Could he be that good with a sword? Yeah, but when he fought Hela, he got his ass handed to him.
Well, that's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why Hela can destroy the hammer, though. Because they showed her in those little pictures before, like, holding the hammer. So apparently at one point she was worthy, but I don't see how she'd be still worthy.
Well, maybe because her strength is just too great on,
but like,
Asgard.
that was her weakest, right? Remember, like, she just came out of exile. So by all accounts, that should be at her weakest. And the first thing she does is destroy your hammer. Like, that seemed like it's not really quite right.
So then that right there just shows unlimited power. And why didn't she kill everybody? And there's one Valkyrie left that got away by bullshit. Just tucked her tail and ran. And now she's a drunken coward type thing. And then, no, I'm going to fight her again. And here I got my colors on again. I think she'd be the first one to go. Because why? They're not superhuman in the way of speed.
No.
They're superhuman strength. But you have 15 knives coming at you.
Well, she should be at the same level as Thor's other, like, epic adventurers, right? The ones who just died, like,
yeah. So there you go. So I got to call shenanigans on the end. If she's really this good, you have no problem. Mm-hmm. You could have destroyed that ship because you were throwing daggers at other ships and they were just going down. So don't tell me halfway through the fight you're like, oh, they're all going on there?
So you just, again, that's another one. Didn't that fight against the Valkyrie, like, or walking in, ship's dead, ship's dead, ship's dead. Oh, there's one ship going away, which is like super key. I can barely catch it with one little claw.
Yeah, not a rain of daggers. This is, again, where it's just... I'm kind of worried about the Thanos movie because this guy just goes around and just... And it's not a sweat. You're like fighting with baby ants. It's just they're insignificant to you. And it's like, well, this is Hulk. Oh, Hulk. Okay, next. And that's it. It's over. There's no... He just goes and destroys. But is he going to be let loose, for better words, to get to be able to just wipe out good and bad heroes? Because everybody realizes towards the end, oh shit, we have to do something or it's going to be... And it's too late.
I'm sure we'll talk about it when that movie comes out.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to be pissed. We're going to be talking about
Let's tie
Justice
that in.
League.
Let's tie that in where... I was sure they were going to reveal another Infinity Gem in this movie, and when they had their melting stick, I thought like, oh, there's going to be a gem in that thing at the end, and that's going to be like an end scene credit or something. And no, maybe there'll be like later in the story where they'll be like, haha, I have this, here's the one stone, it goes in the glove, but I thought they were going to reveal it here, and it seemed like that's where we're going.
Maybe all the stones are already in the glove, and it's down, it's in oblivion now.
Well, I mean, clearly, Loki must have grabbed the Tesseract before he left.
So then if he did that, and he has the glove, maybe they just don't know what the glove is. They're just like shiny. It's a memento. I don't know. You know what?
Let's talk about the Thor fight. Thor-Hulk fight. Let's try and get to the positive. What did you... So there's a lot of hype, right? Thor is going to be fighting Hulk. What did you think about the actual fight?
Quick.
I wonder how long it actually was. Because it wasn't super...
I'm going to say 2 minutes.
Yeah? You think it was just 2 minutes?
Yeah. It wasn't really that long. Because you got to look that they both come running in. Hulk runs at him. Throws him up against the wall. Then he runs at him. Thor then kind of throws him to against the wall all the way down. Mm-hmm. Walks over, kind of talks to him. Like the sun's lowering, big guy, and gives his hand.
That was so good.
Boom, boom.
Although when he kept on saying that later, like, oh, the sun.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, stop. It was funny the first time.
He's already turned. He's turned to Bruce.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep saying it.
So I was glad actually that Banner told him just stop saying that.
Yeah.
But then it was too short, hey? I thought it was okay.
Too short. It was too short, and in the end, what did Hulk do? Did he punch him? did he grab him and then take off? Because technically they were still on that planet and still under the protection of Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're implying how this ended. Because they have it so that Thor kind of wakes up, holds up his hand, and then that's it. So should we just assume that pretty much he smashed him, they declared he's the winner, and then instead of putting him somewhere else, he put him in there with Hulk?
Yeah.
Like, I understand that reasoning. And maybe there was a small scene that would have explained that they cut out for this version, but that seems like there's something really not answered there.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's a lot of weird holes to this, and it's just...
Like, it's a quick thing, like, he wakes up like, oh, why am I here? And the Valkyrie's like, well, as his prize, he wanted you as his pet. Or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a quick little thing that explains it, and there was nothing. He's there in his bed while he's naked. Which is actually, that's kind of like, whoa, I just realized that's maybe something a little bit dark, right? He wakes up on Hulk's bed, and Hulk's there naked. That's, maybe he was the prize. Hulk love blonde boy.
We go up devil's anus now.
Exactly.
Hulk go to anus. It's like, are you foreshadowing stuff for...
You find that was overly convenient as well. Let's talk about the devil's anus and the fact that it did actually go straight to Asgard. That seemed...
It did seem a little weird.
And apparently, like, underneath, it's raining down trash, but if you go to Asgard, it's just water. It's nice water coming down. So there's something missing.
It's a wormhole, but it's like, it's just... To all of our quantum physics friends out there that understand wormholes and this, how can there be a wormhole and also a teleportation exit?
It's magic, it's science, this is how Asgard works, right? But it was just, I wish it would have been like, oh, we have to go through this one, oh, Asgard's over there, that's okay. Or if we go through this one, we go through that one, we get there. It just seemed too quick.
Yeah.
They're just like, done. But
Mass Effect has taught me anything. It's that you have to hit one portal, and then go to another portal, and then bounce off a planet.
We'll say like in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where when they had to go through, they're like, they had to go through several jumps, right?
Yeah.
Sure, so instead of whatever number of jumps there, we have to do 3 jumps to get to Asgard, or whatever it is, right? So,
I guess so.
So, we've been kind of jumping all over. Was there anything that you would say was your favorite thing about this movie?
Maybe Hulk talking.
Yeah.
But he's still... It just thinking that you have a kind of a slow child or something like that, and that was pretty much the gist of Hulk talking. But other than that, Kate. Kate.
Okay.
Ceases to amaze. Just incredible. And I didn't think she would be really into that role, and she nailed it like perfectly. You know. Other than that, I don't know. The movie was great. Jeff Goldblum was funny, but Jeff Goldblum's that character. He's always going to be
the awkward guy.
You know, that character type thing. And you're like, yeah, he made his money doing that kind of stuff. So
last week, like the final end credit scene, it was like, hey, just want to thank you for this revolution, and of course you need someone to overthrow, so I'm glad for my part in this.
Yeah. Let's call it a tie.
Yeah.
Start over. Clean the slate. And then you should have just heard right as the screen went dark, like
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
I thought that'd be cool. Like I thought he might like have the melting stick, and there'd be like, okay, one like last battle or something. But
yeah, he's not that guy.
Yeah.
He's not a battler. He's a teller. That's about it. And he had 2 chicks with him in the orgy. One of the orgy planes. Guy knows how to live life. Good for you, man.
I thought that was interesting. That's what your plan's all about. And I thought like when he was going to push the button, like that totally went a different direction. When you push the button, it's like, "Woo, fireworks, it's your birthday." I thought in the back there was like another room, because it looked like there was doors. It was going to open up and there would be like a little dungeon back there or something. I was like, oh God, where's this going to go? Especially knowing that yesterday my kids went to this. I was like, what did my kids see?
big old green dick in a dominatrix room.
Actually, that's one of the spoilers they told me when I was trying to tell them to shut up and not tell me spoilers, is that Hulk pointed to something with his penis. And I was like, I don't think that happens. And it didn't. But interesting how what kids take away from movies. So, otherwise, I'd still say, like, this was a great movie. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it again, right? This would be one of these movies where if I'm bored, or let's say if I'm painting, I want to have something in the background, or me and the kids are like, hey, let's throw on up a show. Like, this is one where I'll watch this several times, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Anything else you want to say, or do you want to get to ratings?
We can do the ratings now if you want. I think, again, it's a good enough movie to see. There's a lot of hype that kind of ruins it. The trailer kind of ruins it. Like, again, if you go to the Dominique Digital YouTube.
Which you should.
I put up a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, and we're going to be doing some of the interviews. And it's good. It's awesome. But it also built up such a hype for this movie, and the hype just didn't get me all the way there. It's great, but it's just... They really sold this, and a lot of people are like, oh, it saved the Marvel franchise. And it's like, I don't see how the Marvel franchise is in trouble. The DC franchise is, like, I think, like, movies...
You can't help but derail to that. It's like your favorite place.
Because what have they done that's good? Batman versus Superman. Shit. Suicide Squad. Bigger shit. Wonder Woman. Big shit.
I think I know why you don't work for a train company, because you must have been like derailing it all the time. What's Curtis doing with the trains again? Oh God!
What happened to that train? Curtis isn't driving that one. What about that one? Curtis isn't driving that one too. Oh my God! Edmonton is going to explode.
Alright. So, what is your rating for this movie?
7.
7
orgy balls on it.
Orgy balls out of 10.
We went this way, we're going down this way. That's it.
Keep it down.
Yes. 7 out of 10. You know what? It's good. I'll recommend it to people, but the hype, I thought it was a 9. It's not the Avengers. That's what I thought going in, that this was going to be the Avengers. Just like a buddy cop movie, which I thought it was. Traveling the universe, a buddy cop movie. And it was... It's good, it's just not what I expected. But is it going to be better than Justice League? Absolutely. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
So,
I'm Batman.
I'm going to give this one here again. I was hoping to give it a 9. It's not that big. For those of you who know from watching the last one, I'm going to be giving it an 8 for Once Your Life's Hulk Don't Smash out of 10. I really did.
That was funny at the end.
Like, stop it!
But monster.
Yeah. I kind of wish he was going to keep on trying, and he'd actually have to fight harder to pull Hulk away. Like, I have to basically like fly by with like the jet, like just grab like, you're coming with us, Hulk. Stop fighting.
Yeah. Let him do what
Sunsetting.
he has to do.
Sunsetting.
Yeah, seeing it had the cameo of Scarlet in there.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a video, yeah. But that was good. And then he dressed up as
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark, which was funny. Even the friggin' glasses, and you're like, yeah, that's good. You know, that was good.
I was wondering if it was going to be a thing where he was going to like try and like fix his sleeve, and it was going to be like do like a little glove for the hand or something. I didn't know if they'd actually like throw more of the Iron Man thing in it. Just because, you know, you have to assume there's some people who are going to watch this movie that haven't watched any of the others. So they'll be like, Tony Stark, who's that? So you might have that, and maybe that could have been a giveaway. But
Tony Stark, he's Batman, right? He's Batman?
There's seriously, I'm sure, people out there who think Tony Stark is Batman.
Yeah. Hey, he's Batman.
Yeah.
That's it. Wonder Woman is a...
hey, you know, parents died tragically, right? Super rich. Uses technology to fight crime.